Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 27th through March 5th. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a general reading for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. You may need a private reading. If you do, this is a good time. I've got the sale going through the 28th of February. So if you want to check out details, there's a list, in the description of the video, that's broken down. So check that out if you'd like to. But we're going to see what's coming up here for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card that's coming up here for the Gemini collective is the Nine of Swords. This also came up for Scorpio. If you have Scorpio placements, do check out that video. Or maybe if you're dealing with a Scorpio, you might want to check out that video because they had the first card. And if I'm not mistaken, it was also their very first card. Now, the Nine of Swords can come up in a situation where we're feeling concerned about how other people are viewing us or what they're thinking about us. This could also be a situation where there's insomnia. We're not getting enough rest. We're not getting enough sleep. Gemini, I feel this is more the aspect for you. I felt the card a little bit differently for Scorpio, but for the Gemini collective, I feel like there might be a situation that you're getting really worked up about, you're getting really stressed out about. And even though you might not be an overly emotional person, it might be getting the best of you emotionally, where you're feeling uh, like worked up about a situation, maybe even insulted, but maybe harm was not intended here in the situation. And so it could be that a lack of rest, a lack of sleep is aggravating this emotional state. You might feel like, typically, I don't get worked up about stuff like this. I don't know why this is bothering me. When we're not getting enough rest, it messes with our emotions. And when our emotions are all over the place, it's hard to be in a logical mind. It's hard to make good decisions or clear judgments. So a lack of sleep might be messing with you, Gemini. That's the feeling and the sense I'm getting here for the collective. With Scorpio, I felt like there was somebody kind of doing a little bit of a sabotage, a little bit of like, talking or like trying to ruin Scorpio's reputation. I don't feel like anybody's trying to ruin your reputation, Gemini. I'm not getting that vibe from you, but there might be a sense of like you're feeling more sensitive than usual, or you're taking things personally, or uh, like you're not sure if someone's trying to slight you or insult you in some way. And at the heart of this could be a lack of rest. So doing anything that you can to try to get enough rest. Maybe you want to do like holistic teas, sleepy time teas, anything to unwind, anything to soothe or comfort yourself. Baths are great. Anything that you can do to just kind of relax yourself and try to get some good quality sleep might be a massive game changer for you, especially if you've just been feeling off or disconnected in some way. The next card that's coming up here for the Gemini collective, ooh, is the Eight of Cups. Now, Eight of Cups is a card that comes up in a really specific way for me in my readings. But what was really interesting to me is that when I flipped over that card, a song popped up in my head. And those of you that watch my videos, sometimes Spirit comes through with music lyrics for me in my readings. And the song that popped up was Tina Turner, I Don't Want to Fight no more. I don't want to, I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to fight. I don't care who's on the right. I don't want to fight. So I feel like there might be a sense or a feeling where like you just want peace. You just want to disconnect from a situation. You don't want to get to the bottom of it or catch somebody in the act, or here's all the proof and here's all the evidence, and you're just like, dude, I don't even care. I just want peace. I'm not even going to give this my time or my energy. I got that vibe with this Eight of Cups. Now, typically for me in my readings, Eight of Cups comes up when we're feeling a little lackluster, or we're feeling like something is missing and like we're wanting more out of life. Maybe for some of you, you were filling that up with a sense of like being the smartest person in the room or being right. Maybe for some of you, a sense of debate or exposing people or catching somebody in the act gave you a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. And maybe that ain't cutting it for you anymore. Maybe that's not doing it for you anymore. But the Eight of Cups for me is like we're seeking fulfillment, we're seeking meaning, we're seeking this like satisfaction. And the Eight of Cups tells us what is missing is a spiritual connection. And until we make that spiritual connection, no matter what we accomplish, we're going to always think, oh, but something is missing. I'm proud of myself that I accomplished this. I'm proud of myself that I did this, but it didn't make me feel the way I thought it was going to make me feel. So something is missing. Thereby, I must have focused on the wrong thing. But now I got it. Now I know. Once I accomplish this other goal, then I'm going to feel fulfilled. And then we end up in this nasty cycle where our fulfillment is and happiness is always on the next goal, the next accomplishment. It's never here in the moment. And our guides are like, look, you are working so hard. You are accomplishing so much. You deserve to enjoy that. You deserve to like revel in that. So pause, stop. Let's put a pause here. Let's put a temporary hold here on goals and ambitions. And let's try to focus on being in the moment, being grounded, making the spiritual connection to higher self so that you can actually feel satisfaction for the things you've already accomplished, for the things that you've already worked so hard for. Well, the next question is, how do I make that connection? That can be tricky, especially if we don't know what we believe spiritually, or we don't know, if we believe in a higher power, or, like we could feel kind of confused about that. And we can, well, prayer and meditation don't do anything for me, right? That's fine. We can make our spiritual connection by being in our Zen. What are the things that we do that connect us to a sense of love, that connect us to a sense of bliss or inner peace? Maybe it's connecting time in nature. Maybe it is connecting in a deeper way with artistic endeavors, things that inspire us, music, other media forms of art, doing things that give us a sense of like we're proud of ourselves, like we did something good, maybe volunteering, anything that just kind of puts you in that sense of Zen. I knew somebody that for them it was folding laundry. When I tell you it can be anything, I'm telling you it could be anything. For me, in the beginning, when I didn't know what I believed and I didn't know how I was going to connect spiritually, and I was just in this really dark night of the soul, for me, it was just sitting under a tree. Because all I knew is that it was hard to be angry. It was hard to be pissed off when I was sitting under a tree. That just worked for me, and that grounded me, and that gave me a sense of peace. And then I got into swimming, and some of you have heard me say water is a very spiritual thing. Like, I'm in the water and I feel like I'm connected to God. Like water is such a spiritual, soothing, comforting thing for me. And there could be something like that for you. It could be water, it could be some other element of nature, but anything that gives you this sense of like Zen. It doesn't have to be prayer and meditation. Some of us connect in a different way, but taking the time to be in that connection is, again, going to add to this energy of shifting, this shifting of energy, this game changer energy. The next card coming up here for the Gemini collective, is the Six of Wands, and this is victory. Also came up for Gemini. So if you do have, Scorpio. So if you do have Scorpio placements, you may really want to check out that reading this week. Six of Wands is victory, overcoming challenges, overcoming obstacles. It could even be winning in some kind of a competition. or standing out in a very competitive situation. If you've put in a bid for something, proposal for business, request for business, or uh, put in a bid for, I don't know, a property or something. You may be finding out that you've been selected, you've been chosen. Six of Wands can also be people speaking positively about you. Maybe you're concerned or worried what people are saying about you, and you think people are saying horrible things about you. You might discover people are actually saying very positive things about you. People are saying very good, wonderful things about you. Six of Wands can come up in readings sometimes when people are talking about us in a really positive way, and our reputation is preceding us, right? Like people may come across you and say, oh my gosh, I've heard wonderful things about you, or I've heard amazing things about your work. And so there could be something here where you're beginning to make a name for yourself in your chosen work path or career, or in your chosen artistic endeavors or creative endeavors. But people may be saying very positive things about you. I feel, Gemini, like something is coming up here where you're thinking people don't like you, and it's quite the opposite. People like you a lot. I'm just feeling like there might be some confirmation or reassurance coming your way where your guides are trying to say, look, Gemini, people like you. People like you a lot, and they may be seeing to it that you receive proof of that this week. The next card that's coming up here for the Gemini collective is the Knight of Cups. This could be a water sign person. So again, like I said, there's parallels with Scorpio here. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, or if you have Scorpio placements, because we have the Knight of Cups here. Knight of Cups can also be, well, a lot of people watch tarot for love and romance. And so for that reason, I feel like Knight of Cups has gotten stereotyped as like a romance card, and it can be. And unfortunately, in a lot of love readings, the Knight of Cups is seen as like a womanizer or like a Don Juan. Maybe some of you are worried that people think you're that way, and you might find out that they don't think that you're that way. But that's a very limited way to view the Knight of Cups, okay? Even in a love reading, it's not always going to mean that. Love reading, it can be somebody confessing their love, somebody developing romantic feelings. It doesn't have to be like in a negative way. But those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. In the weekly forecasts, I look at the cards outside of the context of love, and I do the love reading separate on my channel. So when we're not talking about love, the Knight of Cups is the pursuit of the things that make the heart smile. It's the pursuit of beauty, adventure, inspiration, things that give us like a zeal for life again. So, Gemini, you maybe have been in a very anxious time. You've been very worried about the future. You've been very worried about what people are saying about you or how they're looking at you. But now you're coming into this victorious energy where you're going out there into the world and you're allowing yourself to experience the world. And I feel some of you have been holding back from doing certain things because there's been a concern about judgment, how people are going to view you, how people are going to see you. But you're getting your confidence here, you're getting your mojo, and you're not allowing these fears or these insecurities to keep you from experiencing life and having these adventures, or these, trying different things, trying new things. I feel like some of you are worried that you're going to look silly or people are going to talk negatively about you, but all in the end, you're not letting that hold you back, and you're putting yourself out there, and you're allowing yourself to experience these new adventures. I believe Knight of Cups also came out for Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, or if you have Capricorn placements, you might want to check out the Capricorn video as well. And so for them, it was coming in with the heart opening up to receive abundance. And that can be the case for you as well, Gemini. Your heart may be opening up to receive abundance. But this Knight of Cups is giving me a feeling or a sense of coming into happier times and having some excitement in your life, having some adventure in your life, and giving yourself permission to receive that. So shifting from this fear, shifting from this negativity, shifting from like, what will people say, what will people think, and realizing that you are liked and that you are well received, and that you have the right to experience the things you want to experience, and not letting these insecurities hold you back anymore. You might want to check out your other placements. Sometimes your other placements might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a list in the description that will take you to the other videos. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to the scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Thanks for watching, my darlings. Take care.